Hi there, everybody. It's Jedi Master Jack the Reaper, here once again with another episode of the Clone Wars reaction and review episodes. Today we're going to be doing Season 3, Episode 17, the third of the Arc of Mortis. It's going to be the Ghosts of Mortis today. Given how absolutely mind-boggling the first couple of episodes in this arc have been, I have a feeling that I'm going to be in for quite a wild ride for this episode. So, I have high hopes. Can't wait to see what it has in store for me. Hope you guys all enjoy the reactions, and I'll see you at the end for the review.
I'm getting a little tired of how unreliable the weather is here.
Some might say that's part of the appeal.
Well, you want the bad news? Or the
Mechanic Ahsoka, dude. This is great.
Let's try the bad news, laced with a little optimism.
We've got 2 cracked Shiloh pins, a busted power converter. The engine should be fired twice to dump debris, and the backup vents need charging.
Sounds terribly downbeat.
Where's your optimism? She's so cool. This animation is a lot better than I'm used to. This looks really nice.
I have no guarantee she'll hold together.
Better than staying here.
Obi-Wan's like, tries so hard to be that positive guy. He's like, put a positive spin on it, please.
If I don't get the Father's blessing to leave, it'll haunt me forever.
It will haunt me forever, he says. That's a little bit of foreshadowing.
Forgive me, daughter. I am an old fool, and all is lost.
That's sad, actually. It's really sad. They say that there's nothing more painful than a parent losing their child.
Sleep free. I must kill him.
But he's too powerful for you alone.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. The Force will decide.
That's an interesting mindset.
Our destinies
Like, let the Force decide, because if it is the will of the Force to restore balance, then it would potentially front-load him with a lot of power. It's very interesting. It's like faith in the bigger picture, you know?
You have grown strong and powerful, just as I imagined. Do you believe you are the chosen one?
How can I know?
I can tell you what I believe. I believe you will bring balance to the Force.
We all know that's what you believe, Qui-Gon.
Save the universe.
He's got so much, dude, he's got so much faith in Anakin.
Look deeper. You will find another way.
Option C.
Stand.
Trust your instincts.
Master!
Poof, there he goes. So cryptic, dude. After all that time, he had the opportunity to talk to him. That's all he says. I mean, I guess he just shows up, gives his reassurance, gives him his mission, and gets out. Like, wow. What is happening here? This is so cool. There he is. What a transition.
To confront your son, hasn't he?
You cannot interfere.
The way I see it,
This actually
you're
makes
not
me
supposed to
really,
interfere. Ahsoka
really
and I
happy.
wouldn't be here in the first place.
He's like no man left behind. He really is a genuinely good soldier.
There is no use for such crude implements here. What if I could show you the future? Know what you will become.
Is he gonna see Vader? Oh, I'm getting chills right now, you guys.
I will not look!
The Force is strong.
You were my brother, Anakin!
Powerful Sith you will.
I hate you!
Alderaan.
No!
Wow. What a mind trip, dude. He must be absolutely just...
I would do such terrible things.
The future, by its nature, can be changed. Join me.
Will we bring?
That's almost the exact pitch that Palpatine gives him. It's like overwhelm with emotion and then play on that emotion to like springboard an impulse decision. It's like he's just constantly getting pulled to the dark side. Like, it's amazing that he does as well as he does maintaining balance.
I repeat, we are stranded and need immediate evac.
A little bit hot in there, huh, Obi-Wan? A little bit spicy meatballs.
Anakin, are you all right?
There has been a change of plan. seen that it is the Jedi who will stand in the way of peace.
Master.
Bad news,
What are you
buddy.
saying?
Anakin has joined with the Sun. Do not engage him.
There he is. He's back. It's not like he doesn't know she's there. I mean, he's Anakin Skywalker, for goodness sakes, dude. He knows exactly what's up. Did she take, like, the keys? The keys to the ignition, baby. Making those clutch plays, baby. Wow, Obi-Wan is just climbing right out of there, dude.
Nice job. Here. The shuttle's going nowhere without that.
Wow, nice.
That gives us some time to rescue Anakin.
They're such a good team for him.
What you have seen must be forgotten.
Really? So this planet, these people, everything about the Force, so heavy-handed the Force is. And now I'm talking like Yoda. Yeah, he doesn't look happy about it. He's truly remorseful for his loss.
It's over, my sister. You were the only one I truly loved.
Well, I think we're about to have our finale here, everyone.
I have brought you back to my monastery.
I don't remember.
Good.
I have erased that time. My own personal send-off. I ask you one last time. Do not leave.
Come
my
back.
son.
He actually does care for his son, too.
I beg you, restrain yourself. I cannot. And then
And it's over.
it shall be. I love you, my son.
He's too much. Yeah, father's gonna have to get involved.
You're going to kill me now.
Kill himself.
I held hope that you could resist the dark side. There is no going back.
Father.
No! What have you done? It did not have to be this way! Yes, my child. It did. Your strength runs through me. This way, I take
Ultimate sacrifice.
power.
That's such a theme in this show.
There was God in you. And so you have betrayed me, Father.
It is done.
And now, I die. My heart broken. You have brought
This music.
balance to this world to stay on this path. And you will do it again for the galaxy. But beware your heart.
Wow, the very fiber of structure of everything that's holding this place together is just falling apart now. Are they just back on their ship?
General Skywalker, come in.
What?
We read you, Rex? Can you hear me? Yes, sir. Standing by. We were worried. You were off the scopes there for a moment.
Moment.
All that happened in a blip.
Rex. Sir, I don't understand. You'll need to explain.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. We're coming in now.
Okay, all right. All right. Okay, there's several things that I thought of throughout that episode that I'm gonna try and remember. I'm gonna try and recall them all. Okay, because there's some really good stuff here. So, Qui-Gon Jinn, again, I love it whenever he shows up. He's just like he was always ahead of the curve. He follows the will of the Force. He's been like a good temperature gauge for the Jedi, as well as for Anakin. To see him show up and address Obi-Wan in the previous episodes, and then to address Anakin here, and it's basically the same song and dance, right? It's the same thing. He's saying, "You're the chosen one. You're gonna restore balance," and it's almost like I'm starting to formulate some interesting theories here, things that maybe not I would not necessarily have thought before, but I'm learning more things here about the Force, right? So the Force transcends time. The Force is able to see what could come from different, outcomes, and in some ways, they talk about the ability to have free will and do this and manipulate time and the results.
But it doesn't have to be that way. The choice is still yours to make.
Is it possible? This is the thought. Is it possible that Qui-Gon, in his Force meditations and his just like, he's got his finger on the pulse of the Force, and is it possible that he foresaw and is actively going about influencing the subliminal development of Anakin into someone that is not too strong on the light side or not too strong on the dark side, but understands how to be a well-rounded individual, thus bringing about the balance in the Force?
I don't understand.
Not far from here, there is a place which is strong on the dark side of the Force. You must go there.
The initial thinking that I had was like, oh man, that if it were just all the Jedi, right, then things would have been better. But we've already seen in previous episodes, like the diplomatic episodes, how binary the Jedi can be sometimes. Like they're kind of a dictatorship in and of themselves.
War's complicated, Ahsoka, but let me simplify it. The Separatists believe the Republic is corrupt, but they're wrong, and we have to restore order.
They're not very balanced either. And in this case, Anakin, when he saw all of what could be his solution, his way to bring about less suffering than what actually happened, was to turn to the dark side, right? Was to become Sith. That is mind-blowing. Like, we don't exactly know what all he saw. Maybe he just saw what balance looked like and didn't like it, because the journey to balance is one wrought with suffering, right?
I will do such terrible things.
Yes.
I'm totally my mind is boggled right now by all the stuff that's happening underneath the water right now, all the undercurrents. So more thoughts to come, I'm sure, on the development of Anakin and his personality and his role in balancing the Force as we go through the show. But as of right now, it's clear that he's still so young in his understanding of what balance looks like, and he tries to strong-arm everything, right? Like, he tries so hard to just make the reality that he wants to live in, which in some ways is his biggest problem. Like, it's his hubris that gets him into these troubles, and kind of is what makes him so exceptional as a Jedi.
Look deeper. You will find another way.
I find the emotional dynamic between the father here and the son to be one that was very relatable and impactful, right? Like, so often the relationships that we have, especially with the people we love the most, are complicated, right? They're not perfect. No one is. It's human nature. It kind of is what brings balance about. To have people in your life that drive you crazy, that are opposite of you, that have fundamentally different beliefs than you, but that somehow, when you balance each other out, you make better versions of yourselves, right? The brother and the sister were like that. Being able to find balance and the loss of that sister, it caused a disruption, an irregularity, an imbalance in both the father and the brother. There was a definite triad going on there. there was a lot of symbolism and imagery here that I couldn't let go of, right? When they're flying down into the pit and you see down to the bottom with that logo, the way that the fire is flying around makes it's indicative of the yin and the yang, right? It's like foreshadowing that there's going to be the balance is going to somehow come through the dark side, right? Very interesting. The brother, when he confronts the father, this part I wanted to make sure I got back to, because the dialogue I thought was really important and very it has a lot of contrast in relation to the sixth Star Wars film. So when the father in this episode was dying at the end and holding his son, and the son was telling him, no, don't, it didn't have to be this way, I loved you, father looked at him and said, see, I knew there was good in you. And this is almost a direct mirroring, a direct parallel, a direct. It's almost synonymous with the scene that takes place between Luke and Anakin later on, when Luke finds and restores goodness in his father at the end of the films.
I know there is good in you. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully.
He says, see, I knew there was good in you. And there was a bonding over it. There was like it's like the death of this persona of darkness, and a release into peace is what is like the conduit to lasting peace.
Will we bring peace? Of course.
It's quite a lot to wrap my head around, and I'm still like working my way through the different layers of emotion, like to see how complicated, when he told his sister in that grave, like, you're the only person that I ever loved, even though she was the one person probably holding him back from being everything he always wanted to be about himself. The father is giving many chances for the son to come back around, right?
I beg you.
It's almost like it's a never too late, all the way up until the end, for redemption. And in fact, it's in that very last moment of redemption in Anakin's story that is what swings everything back around full circle and makes everything work. It's an insane story. I am blown away by this whole time travel thing that happened, right? This whole arc took place in the course of a blink. The imagery of that lava stuff underneath was also very, very. It was a little knock on the door, a reference to Mustafar, right? Obi-Wan's there, Anakin's there, Obi-Wan's trying to stop him.
You will not understand what I have to do to end the Clone War.
Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
You will try to stop me.
I will do what I must.
You will try.
You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
He's mine now.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
Join me, and together we will destroy this Emperor you see in your visions. Then we shall end war, corruption, and suffering throughout the galaxy.
Will we bring peace?
Of course. We shall.
Every time Anakin gets a little too close to the dark side, Obi-Wan and Ashoka are there to bring him a little bit back, right? To remind him of his humanities and remind him of his obligations and remind him of, like, nobody denies at this point that he could be the chosen one, is the chosen one. Nobody denies that, but they influence his decision-making by appealing to the sympathetic part of him that fears loss. And it's almost like I mean, I can't help but feel like Anakin is just this tragic hero, right? He's just stomping through his story, and he's constantly being hurt. The people around him are failing. Even though he's the most powerful Jedi, he's powerless to stop it. The very thing that he keeps trying to run from, on either side, light or dark, causes him to get further away from the center, which causes him to become unbalanced, and that's where trouble happens. It's a wildly intriguing story, and I can't wait to see what I've already got from this arc has already added to my understanding and appreciation of the current films. So I cannot wait to see what happens in the subsequent seasons of this Clone Wars. I am ready for this journey. It's going to be so amazing. I can't wait. I hope you guys come and take that journey along with me. I really do. It's been really cool to see some of the things, the comments you guys have been posting, especially on these last 2 videos, have really got my brain, my little cogs turning, because there's a lot to see in here and a lot to unpack.
I don't understand. You'll need to explain.
And honestly, I'm thrilled to see what comes next. So I hope you guys really love this one. I hope you like the review. If there's anything that you guys that I said that resonated with you, anything that struck a chord, anything that you're interested in sharing back, please throw it in the comments. I read all of them, right? I'll give you a thumbs up once I read it. You'll know I read top to bottom every comment and figure out what kind of how it influences, the things that you guys tell me about the backstory, the character, even the voice acting. It's so it all comes together to kind of create this big picture that is the Clone Wars, and it helps me appreciate it that much more. So thank you guys for enriching my journey. I hope that my reactions in this help you remember your first viewings, and that you guys enjoy the ride again with me. It's been a blast. So thank you for being there for me. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video, hit a sub on the channel, give a swing through by the stream and say hey on the Twitch. Look forward to dialoguing with you guys about this. In the meantime, much love. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Be happy, healthy, safe. And until the next time I see you, may the Force be with you.
It is done.
And now, I die. My heart broken.